Gemini, here's a reading for you for the time beginning with total solar eclipse on the 21st of August 2017, which is today, which is in a few hours. I hope those of you who can see it will see it. This is a lifetime opportunity, especially for those in Northern America. Here where I live in Europe, we will be unable to see it because this will happen after the sunset here. Well, tough luck and lucky you. But this will influence all of us on Earth, on our beautiful planet. So let's see. This reading is dedicated especially to energies emerging with this event and with all other events happening right now in the sky, in the cosmos. So I would recommend you to watch the introductory video I put on my channel. It's in the header, and the link is also in the description box, so check this out. Now, into the reading for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon or Rising. Big fat reading, the heptapod reading, as I call it. I made this up after I watched the Arrival film. It's about aliens, communication, language, the power of language. I highly recommend it. It's food for thought, really, if you didn't see it. If you haven't seen this, I should say. Okay, so we have 8 cards in the spread. And first of all, let's look at the bottom of the deck, the background energy for you for this time. Starting now and spanning several weeks, for several weeks or even months from now. It's the 6 of Swords. Air energy, so your energy, your element. 6 of Swords, 6s are always about harmony, and this is also about harmony, about leaving something difficult behind and heading into peaceful waters. If you look at this person, she's just touching the water, and water is always life force in tarot. So you have this, after falling from the waterfall, now there's happiness, there's peace of mind, and there's this tapping into life energy, emerging in a better place, having hope. Look at this boy looking at those light butterflies. So very favorable, I would say. Now the central card represents you right now, in this moment. What do we have here? The Queen of Pentacles, very nurturing energy. The Capricorn card. It seems you are really tapping into the energy of life. She's very much connected with Earth, sitting on this tree throne, having her pentacle and being connected to the gnome, to the rabbit, and to the stone. I think this is stone, with these little threads that are very thin but very durable, it seems. Queen of Pentacles is she knows what's good in life. I would say she really can appreciate the great sides of life, of material energy, palpable things, things you can count, wealth, comfort, also peace of mind, of course. And she will share it with you if she thinks you're worthy. So this is your energy, grounded and feeling well. Let's look what's above you, quite literally. The energy coming from up above. It may be outer influence on your life this time. 10 of Wands. Who had it? I think Libra had it in the exact same position. So 10 of Wands is usually about being overwhelmed with what life gives you, with your duties. Sometimes we see a person that is very close to the ground because of the burden she or he is having on her or his back. So it is about the ending of the cycle, of course, the cycle of creation, the cycle of ideas, because that's fire, that's the energy of fire. But when I see this picture, what I see is perseverance, is being able to maintain the fire even in a very tough conditions. So what you're given is immense strength of will, I think, right? Being consistent here with what you do, because you see the worth of these deeds. What's important in this card also is not to discard your experiences, because all those ones may be considered experiences. Don't discard them. Use them to fuel your fire, to fuel your life. Intertwine them into the fabric of your life. Don't discard them, even if they are difficult, especially now that there are so many of them. Perhaps you need many. Okay? What's going into the past, or where are you coming from? Where are you emerging from in this situation of Queen of Pentacles? This is Ace of Pentacles, so you had a very promising beginning of something on a material level. Aces are always little sparkles of energy that need to be strengthened and developed to become something greater. But great things have small beginnings, and this is the case of Ace of Pentacles and all the aces. If you catch the opportunity, and I think you had, because now you're Queen of Pentacles, so you're holding this pentacle still, right? What's important with Ace of Pentacles, that this usually works well in time. Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful foundation to build something long-lasting, because this is the earthy energy, very grounded, very solid, and really, if you put your faith to it, if you put your energy to it, there's great opportunity to have something very stable, solid, and long-lasting. So, very favorable reading so far. Let's focus now on the more difficult part of the reading, because now we have the challenge card, or your weakness card, which is Page of Swords. This card is also reappearing. Aquarius had it, and one of the earth signs also had Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is about communication, it's about acquiring knowledge, being very agile in the mind, eager to understand, eager to communicate. Be careful with your communication, because you may be harsh. This is a very youthful, optimistic and fresh energy, and perhaps too fresh. If this is your weakness, you may say something that people don't want to hear, or say it in a way that people will resist to it, I think. Because you may perceive it as truth, and probably you will have this need to share it. You can see that this page is holding the sword of truth, sword of thought, very up high, no matter what, I want to show it to you. People will resist if you don't put it in a more gentle way, like a Queen of Pentacles would do. Okay, so be careful with this Page of Swords energy, because although it's very true and honest, it's also clumsy in a way, and you can cut someone or hurt someone unintentionally. Okay, how to cope with it the best way? With the Tower, this is very how to say it? Revolutionary? No, that's not the word. Of course, it's an abrupt energy. This is the Mars card, and the Mars is all about expansion. So when people see the Tower, they are very often afraid that something will collapse, and it probably will. But the core of the Tower is to expand your territory. If something is collapsing, it is because it turned into a prison, and you no longer want to be in a prison. You need to, make yourself space to grow, and that's why the Tower occurs. Of course, the Tower means destruction, but the Tower prepares ground for a better thing, for a better construction after that. Okay, so if it's not your energy, that's how I feel it now when I see the Tower. Perhaps you have difficulty with acquiring truth, with understanding communication from someone. If that is the case, the Tower indicates that you need to pursue the truth no matter what, no matter the cost. You should be very demanding, and you should be very decisive about the truth, about the communication, about the information you need. Because this is the way to expand, this is the way to free yourself from the prison. This is the way to build something better in your life. Okay? Now, your strength. Your strength is 5 of Chalices. Paradoxically. Paradoxically? Yeah, paradoxically. This 5 of Chalices, how, you may ask, how can I see 5 of Chalices as something positive? This is such a sad card. Well, it's not a sad card. It's a card about sadness, and it's a card about overcoming sadness, but not by repressing it, just by living it through. If you really want to understand and incorporate the wisdom sadness brings, because sadness always brings wisdom. When you're sad, what's happening is really that life shows you what was worthy to you and what you lost, right? We don't have these 3 chalices spilled here. We have 3 candles that are not burning anymore, not because someone made them extinguish. No, this lady chose to blow them off, right? And the 2 are still burning because these 3 are really needed for the future, and perhaps the darkness is needed to see something in the night sky. We can speculate about it, but it seems it was her choice So even if it's darker because of her choice, it is for the purpose. And every sadness, every grief has its purpose if you let it unfold the way it should. If you don't, push it away from your life, but just leave it. Sorry, not leave it, but live it. Okay? Live it through, live it to the whole. Cry your tears if you need. Be in it. Be in this greater darkness. Because apparently this is something you need, and apparently this will give you strength for this time. The understanding and the feeling that what is lost had to be lost. Perhaps to recognize how important these two candles are. Or, as I said, to notice something happening that you can't see when it's too much light, when there's too much happening. So I feel this is a reduction, and it may be that you decided to reduce, not somebody else. And this is your strength, the ability to choose reduction, because you know it is necessary. This card, next card, is a card of focus. What should you focus on? What path to follow? It may be the most important card of the spread. But of course, try to see it as a whole story, okay? But this is the direction into the future. Ace of Swords. So you have two aces. You had Ace of Pentacles and now Ace of Swords. And there is something about leaving things behind and starting anew with a newly acquired truth, even if someone had to be lost and had to be forgotten and had to be abandoned, I feel here. The Sword of Truth, again, Ace of Swords, between night and day. So this is dawn. This is a new day. This is the light, the truth, victory, but also cutting something off and leaving it behind. This clean slate, clean cut, the opportunity for you, I feel, in this situation, not to drag something behind you. There is this feeling of endings and beginnings in this reading. Beginnings in the light of truth, even if it's something difficult you discovered, you are ready for the new beginning. And there is this peace of mind, as I said. Peace of mind, Queen of Pentacles and Six of Swords together. And you have the Sun underneath and another Ace underneath. So it seems like a very, peaceful and steady energy here. Like, no matter this tempest here, no matter the storm, no matter the tower crumbling to the ground, no matter what, you will be this Queen of Pentacles, in touch with herself, in touch with the ground, and not being afraid of Ace of Swords, of new beginning, of putting yourself in the new light of truth, and leaving things that were holding you back behind you, Gemini. Very liberating feeling about this reading. And the last card, I don't know how to name it. When I say the outcome, it seems very, cut and dry and unnecessarily final. Like, here you receive it, you need to have it, you just, you unpack this, okay, this is it, pack it up, put it on a shelf. No, that's not the thing to do with this. This is only a part of the story, a part of your journey, a vista, a look, a view into the future. What can come out of this? But it doesn't have to, because it's not set in stone. It's never set in stone. These are only energies playing, but you are also playing. So this is interplay. You can change. You can change even the rules of the play if you want, if you really want. So treat it like this, like something that needs to be underlined. That's something that needs to be highlighted in order for you to notice it or to accept it. Okay? Something like this. Let's see. 9 of Pentacles, which is, I think, very welcome and goes very well with the Queen of Pentacles. I got this feeling of liberation from some very toxic energies here. Because in 9 of Pentacles, there are 2 important things about this. This is the completion. This is the zenith. This is perfect abundance and perfect harmony of material things, material flow. You're very happy with yourself here. You're proud of yourself. And you have all reasons to be. This is not an empty feeling. You're really fulfilled here. And you're alone, which means for me, I can do well on my own. If you are in my life spilling poison with words, I won't stand it anymore. I will cut the ties. I know my self-worth. I know who I am. I won't allow any kind of toxic energy to reside in my life anymore, to influence my life anymore. I will cut it if I decide to. And I will decide it if I think this is fruitful for me, if I think this is nurturing for me, if I think this will make me grow, and it will. And you're very grounded in it. You're looking at the facts. You're looking at how you feel, not projections. And you're able to make difficult choices and cope with sadness, which is great. This is a great ability, because usually people are very afraid of being sad, which is equally wise as being afraid of being happy. Because these are 2 sides of the same coin. But you're not afraid. You're ready to make this decision. You're ready to cut this off, and it's great. You won't let the cancer grow. You will feel fulfilled and happy and very peaceful. Very peaceful. Beautiful reading, Gemini. The best so far, definitely. What can I say? I wish you a beautiful time, a fulfilling time. Use it the best way you can. Thank you for your time, and bye-bye.